Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show with another edition of eBay Talk for Friday, August the 7th, 2015. We have a lot of good topics to cover today, including, but not limited to, some more site glitches, interesting eBay customer service, more talking about paid shipping versus free shipping. We're also going to talk about the promoting your listings feature that eBay is now pushing, where you guys will pay extra money to promote your listings. We're going to talk about non-paying bidders and a lot about your comments from last week's video, and that's where we're going to start right now. Guys, I read your comments from last week's video and I really enjoyed each and every one of them. Several people wrote in and said that the background noise is affecting the quality of the video, and I do agree with them there. The background noise meaning the landscapers that sometimes start up in the middle of the video. There is no way I can control that. But there is one very astute man out there who commented that my time is very limited, so I can only do this in one take. And what you guys don't realize is the amount of time, or lack thereof, that I really have to do these videos. I film these videos usually around 11 o'clock on a Friday. Once I'm done filming them, I just put the camera inside, change my clothes, and I run off to work. I don't do anything else till later, in the evening when I come home. Then I actually review the video, I edit the video when necessary, and then I upload it to YouTube roughly around 8 o'clock. There is no margin for error. There's no time to reshoot. Okay? It's one take and one take only. Alright? I wish I had more time. Alright? But I'm one of these guys that's always on the move. I work every day. So I'm doing the best I can, guys. One person wrote in with an interesting suggestion, and he said that he would like to see a video clip of the trains that you constantly hear going by my house. We have a super busy freight line very nearby here. And if you guys really want, I could actually shoot maybe a 45-second clip of the trains going by. So in the comment section below, tell me if it's something you want to see in a future video. It would only be maybe 30 or 45 seconds. I would just splice in so you could actually see what these trains look like, because I know a lot of you guys seem to be interested in that. It's a CSX freight line, and it's very, very busy. Runs 24/7. More about your comments last week. One guy wrote in, and a lot of you guys seem to like his comment about that news article I wrote about the Pontiac. He stated that he hopes that I got the hubcaps off the car. Well, guy, never did happen. But your comment was quite hilarious. A few people did not like the fact that I reported the news at all. They said this is not the CNN channel, this is the eBay Talk channel. And I don't report news every week. It's only once every month or every 2 months if something spectacular happens. And that being said, I will continue to do so once every 2 months, or if something special happens. But this will be the eBay channel, and let's get into eBay right now. The following site glitches are prevalent this week. Number 1, your seller dashboard. If you click on your seller dashboard right now, you may notice that your tracking percentage is unusually low. That is an eBay glitch, and they are working to fix that. Just in case you noticed that right now. The second glitch was that some of you guys received a promotion during the week saying you were entitled to double your free listings amount, whereas if you were getting 500 free listings, you could now get 1,000. You had to opt in, you had to activate the offer. Only a certain number of people got these, and those who got them then told me they got an error message from eBay saying that they should never have gotten them in the first place, but that eBay would honor the offer. I myself did not get the offer, nor the error message that followed up, but I'm wondering if any of you guys did. It sounded like a really sweet offer that eBay was giving us, double the free listings, but I never got it. An unusual note about eBay customer service, and I've heard this from some of you guys in the past. eBay customer service occasionally gives out incorrect information. It hasn't happened to me often, very rarely in fact, but it happened to me the other day. eBay customer service gave me incorrect information. I had called in on a specific matter. You know, just something I needed clarification on, and we talked about it. And then we segued into another matter. And the lady I was talking to gave me information that was completely wrong. And I was shocked that she would say that. And I said to her, "Are you sure about that?" She said, "Yes, I'm 100% sure." I said, "I've been on eBay since '99, and I did not know that this was the practice." And she assured me it was the practice, and I knew darn well that the information was incorrect, but I didn't want to harass her or anything, so I just let that go by. But I believe that she thought she was correct. I really do. But in this case, she was not correct. So sometimes, guys, you have to be careful. Most of the time, their information is up to date, but occasionally it's not. So, just telling you. eBay is sending out invitations to selected sellers to promote your listings, whereas you would pay extra money to eBay to promote your listings and give you a boost in search. I myself, and this is my feeling only, I don't like this idea. I think every seller is equal, and every seller should have their listings promoted by eBay automatically. I don't feel we should have to pay extra to get our listings up in search. I don't think it's fair. That's my opinion. I am not going to partake of this, but in all fairness, I have not received the email anyway, but I know a couple of you guys have. So I thought I'd bring that up, and in case any of you guys want to comment on it, go right ahead. As far as my little experiment with the paid shipping goes, several weeks ago I told you I converted some of my real dog items to paid shipping to see if they would sell. And as yet, none of them have sold, not a single one. But one thing I have determined, my hot items will sell whether the shipping is paid or whether it's free. I listed an item last week, what I would consider a real hot, unusual item, which I would usually sell for, let's say, X dollars. But this time, I listed it for X dollars plus $4 or $5 shipping, and it sold instantly. So that tells me if you have something that's really hot, you can charge for shipping and the people will still snap it up. So that's something you may want to keep in mind. One thing, one of you guys wrote into me, it was either Al or Mike. Sorry guys, I get so many emails. Please don't get mad if I don't get your name right. But this particular eBay seller listed he sold 51 auction items last week. And out of those 51 items, he had 12 non-paying bidders. So he wrote to me to complain, saying that he feels eBay does not act on non-paying bidders. And you may remember years ago, guys, I used to come out here and moan every week about non-paying bidders. It was just phenomenal. It was sickening. And I realized the only way to avoid them is list fixed price, immediate payment required. It will definitely, guys, I give you my word, it will definitely eliminate all the fishy bidders. All right? So please, if you're sick of getting non-paying bidders, and I know a lot of you are, and hell, I would be too, just list fixed price, immediate payment required, and that'll be one less problem you guys have to work with. Somebody had told me, just yesterday in fact, that they were listing items, or trying to list items on eBay, and they received an error message from eBay saying that they could not list at that time. I think it may have happened overnight, but I'm not sure. I didn't experience that myself, but I was wondering if any of you received that error message from eBay saying you couldn't list. One error message I still get, all right, while using Safari is when I'm listing an item. All right, let's say I list an item. Now I want to list another one. I will click on Sell Similar, all right? And I will get an error message, right, saying that I can't do it. And then there'll be a continue. So I'll click the continue button, then I'll go back one, and then it will always work. But this is something, I'm not sure if it's a problem with the Safari browser or with eBay itself. But it's something that I hit, I would say, at least 5 times a week, probably more. It always happens when I'm listing. Doesn't happen every time, but it does happen. And the only way I can get around it is to hit the continue button and then go back one, and it will resolve itself. One thing that somebody wrote in last week, on last week's video, which it just came to me now, has to do with the noise. And he said to me, Joe, considering there's a lot of noise, why don't you film your videos inside? The reason I don't is because of the lighting, or lack thereof. Most of our days here are cloudy, as you know. Today happens to be a rare, partly sunny day. But the way I could get around that is I could buy those professional lights that are on stands, those nice LED lights. I've actually researched them, and they're available, and they're not terribly expensive. And don't worry, guys, don't worry. I would never, ever ask for any donations. I would never put up a GoFundMe account and prostitute myself like a hooker in a dime store novel. I see people doing that, and it just disgusts me. What kind of a man or a person or slug has to ask for donations like that? I'll never understand that. I pay my own way, and I would never ask you guys to kick in for anything like that. This is my show, and it's my responsibility. And I probably will get those lights at some point, just not right away. I actually like filming out here. I think it's nicer, I think it's cooler, except for when the landscapers come by and drown me out. Sales this week were on the slow side. Not terribly slow, but on the slow side. But keep in mind it's August, and it is it's a month where a lot of people go away. I didn't have any days where I was shut out, but I know a lot of you guys did. And Sunday was busier than normal, but not booming. While I was out Sunday, I think maybe 3 or 4 sales came in. So I did them Sunday night when I came back. And 3 or 4 sales for a Sunday is still below average for me. It should be more than that. But maybe it's coming back, maybe not. I talk to people on the Facebook groups and here on YouTube that have gone days and weeks without a sale on eBay, and I almost can't comprehend that. You know, I just don't know. I myself, knock wood, my sales are steady, but they're not super booming this week. But I'm thinking maybe around second week of September, things should go back to normal, I hope. And sales should increase dramatically. But all right, I think that's about all I'm going to discuss today. Let's do a really quick review. We talked about eBay site glitches, specifically your seller dashboard, your tracking percentage. Specifically when you're trying to list. I've had one person told me he couldn't list the other night. I myself experience problems occasionally when listing. But I find that if I hit continue and go back one on Safari, that will resolve that issue. I wonder how many of you guys received their promotion from eBay for the double your free listings. I never did receive that one, but a few of my friends in the Facebook group did. Some of them were actually able to take advantage of it, so they actually won on that deal. Good for them, I say. I'd like to know, guys, have you had a lot of non-paying bidders, you guys who list with the auctions, all right? I know even you guys who do list in auctions love them. Some of you guys really love the auction format. I tell you, man, for me, fixed price is the way to go. Not just do you get no fitchy bidders, but you also have more free time. Set the auction good till set the listing good till canceled, and it automatically renews itself. You don't have to touch it. It's not like an auction. You constantly have to retool and relist and that. It's just not worth it. Unless you have an item that you feel everyone and their uncle wants, and they're going to bid it up to crazy amount. As I said, do what works for you. Also, are any of you guys going to spend money and enroll in the promote your listings option that's being offered right now by invitation only from eBay? I want to know if any of you guys got that email, and if any of you guys A, took advantage of it, and B, what all of you guys think of it. I myself, I don't like it. I think we're all equal. I think we all should get equal notoriety. Our things should be actually hyped. I would like to see some commercials on radio and TV. And yes, advertising is important. But like I say every week, guys, and I'm not changing my mind, eBay is still the best place to sell your used items. Nothing compares to it. Absolutely nothing. So, that being said, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys next Friday right here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. I am your eBay seller and eBay friend, Hubcap Joe's top-rated seller, 100% feedback, here to help you succeed on eBay. Thanks for watching, rock on, and I will see you guys next week.